Hello everyone, I Dr. Odhesh Kumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, MMB, Banaras Hindu University, welcome you all in this course titled Digital Logic and Circuit Simulations. Today we deliver a lecture in which we cover about theorems of Boolean algebra. In the previous class, we already discussed about basics of Boolean algebra, in which we covered meaning of Boolean algebra, what are the applications of Boolean algebra, why we use a Boolean algebra, and what are the several postulates or axioms of Boolean algebra that are used to prove some other theorems. In this class, we will discuss about the theorems that are proved through truth tables or simply with the help of some postulates. So let's discuss theorems one by one. There first we discuss about what is the meaning of principle of duality, because when one part of theorems are proved, then for proving its second part, means suppose the plus version is proved, then for proving its AND version simply we use a principle of duality. So for a principle of duality says that we interchange the OR operator and operations of the expression, means interchanging the OR and AND operation of the expression, interchanging the logical value 0 with element 1 and 1 with element 0 in the expression, but not changing the form of variables, means simply the variables are either present in a Boolean expression in the form of unprimed form or primed form. Here we not change the form of variables. Let us discuss here through example. Suppose here this is a Boolean expression, x plus x is equal to x. When we apply a principle of duality, simply plus is replaced by a dot, means plus operator, that is known as a logical OR operator. This is replaced by a dot operator. In each side here, this operation is replaced by a dot operation. So this is written as what? X dot x, and right hand side of the expression only x is present. The x is present in its original form. We not change the form of a variable. We only interchange the operators, means R is replaced by a AND, and AND operator is replaced by a operator R, interchanging the elements 0 to 1 and 1 to 0. But what are the forms variable appears? We cannot change the form of variables. If the variables in the original expressions appear in unprimed form, then after duality that variable is also appeared in unprimed form, and if the variable is appeared in primed form in case of original Boolean expression, then after applying a principle of duality, the variable is also present in the same form, means primed form. Here these are the some theorems, and for proving these theorems we use the previous discussed postulates of Boolean algebra. For proving a postulates of Boolean algebra, these are the generally unproved axioms. That's why it is known as the postulates or axioms. And for proving left hand side of the expression in case of postulate that is equal to right hand side, simply we use a truth table. But for proving theorems of Boolean algebra, we use the concept of postulates. Like as here, when we discuss here, this is the theorem first. There are two versions of, first is the plus version and another one is the AND version. What is here? That is x plus x, that is equal to x. Prove that left hand side, and once we have proved that, then we apply a principle of duality in A portion and we obtain a B portion, means x dot x, because this is nothing but a principle of duality of expression given in A. So how we prove this? Suppose here x plus x, let us take a left hand side, x plus x. To prove that this is equal to what? This is simply equal to x. So let us take the left hand side, and simply this x plus x is also written as, this is written as what? X plus x dot 1 by using some postulates. We already discussed these postulates in the previous previous lecture number 16. Then here by using a sum postulate, here one is written as x plus x and this one is also written as what? That is x plus x complement. X plus x complement, this is equal to 1. We already know this. What is this? Then simply by using a distributive law is also one of the postulate. Then simply this is written as what? X plus x into x complement. Because we know that what is the distributive law? Distributive law says that if there are three variables x and y, x plus y z is written as what? X plus y dot x plus z. That is written as z. Suppose this is a variable y and this is a variable z, then this is written as what? X plus y and x plus z. That is written as x plus x into x complement. And we know that this is one of the postulate that x and x complement is equal to 0. This means what? That is x plus 0. This is also written as by using a sum postulate x plus 0, that is equal to what? That is equal to same as variable x. What is the value? When the value of x is 1, then the output is 1. X plus 0 means 1 plus 0, that is 1. This is same as x. When the input x is 0, then this is 0 plus 0, that is also 0. When we apply a principle of duality, this means this proves that left hand side is equal to its right hand side. Means x plus x, that is equal to what? X. Then we apply a principle of duality. And we know that what is principle of duality? According to the principle of duality, 0 is replaced by 1 if there is any 0, 1 is replaced by 0 if there is any 1 in the expression, and plus is replaced by dot and dot is replaced by plus. But we cannot change the form of a variable. So here the variables, all the variables are appeared in unprimed form. This means only change this particular operator, plus is replaced by dot, and what is the right hand side? This. So for applying a principle of duality, we can say that right hand side, we prove that the right hand side x dot x is equal to x. What is this? This is the general principle, means generalized form. Here we know that in a elementary algebra, when we take any value of x and we simply suppose here in case of natural number, natural set of natural number, that is 1, 2, 3 and so on. When we simply add two numbers, that is 1 plus 2, this is x, this is also, this is x, suppose this is both are same, then what is 2? And that is not equal to x, means these formulas are not necessarily true for elementary algebra, but these formulas are true in case of Boolean algebra, because Boolean algebra depends on a Boolean variable, and Boolean variable contains only two values, 0 and 1s. Here this is the generalized form, means like as in case of Boolean algebra, when we simply add x plus x plus x up to n times, then what will be the result? This is what? This is not a, this is a logical operator plus. So means x or x or x. So if any one of the value, when the value of x is 0, then x plus x means 0 plus 0 up to n times even, that is also 0. When the value of x, because two possible values of x is either 0 or 1. When x is equal to 1, then 1 plus 1 plus 1. This is a logical OR. So 1 or 1 means any one of the input is 1, then the output is 1. This is also same as x. So these are the nothing but a general form. Similarly, when we multiply any variable 1 times or 2 times or up to n times, the result is same as the same variable. Like here x dot x, we already proved by a principle of duality, and in generally we also prove that what? Here this is the second theorem 1 b part. We prove it. What? Suppose by applying a postulates of Boolean algebra, we also prove that left hand side is equal to, that is x. What is here? Take a left hand side, x into x, that is what? This is also written as, that is written as, we can write x dot x plus 0, because we know that what is, when we add 0 with any variable, the result is same variable. nothing is changed in the result. This means this is what, this 0 is written as what, x dot x plus x into x complement, because we know that x is multiplied with a x complement, ended with a x complement, its result is 0, that is equal to what, x dot x. And by applying a distributive law, simply we can say that this is what, x is taken as common, that is written as x plus x complement. And we know that what is x plus x complement, that is equal to, that is always 1, this is equal to what, x dot 1, that is equal to x. And when we apply, suppose we prove this, and we apply a principle of duality to prove this portion. When we apply a principle of duality in this expression, this, after applying principle of duality, what is the expression? This is nothing but a dot operator. Two variables x and x are connected with a AND operator. This is simply, this AND operator is replaced by a dot plus operator in case of principle of duality. Here x plus x is same as x. This proves this portion, first portion. So either we prove a first portion and apply a principle of duality to simply obtain a second portion, or first we prove a second portion like a x dot x is equal to x, and after applying a principle of duality in this expression, we will get this expression. And this is nothing but a generalized form. C and D are nothing but a generalized form of the expression A and expression B. Theorem second is the dominance law, and for proof dominance law says that x plus 1 is equal to what, that is equal to 1, and second law is what, x dot 0 is equal to 0. When here simply we can say that x plus, for proving x plus 1, that is equal to 1, dominance law, first part of dominance law is what, here x dominance law, x plus 1 is equal to what, we take a left hand side of dominance law, left hand side is what, x plus 1, x plus 1 is written as what, x plus 1 and simply dot 1. This is also written as x plus 1, and this 1 is written in the form of x plus x complement. And by applying a distributive law here, this is written as x plus x complement into 1, and we know that when we multiply 1 with any variable, the result is same as variable. This is equal to what, x plus x complement, and we know that by some postulate this is equal to 1. This proves that what, x plus 1 is equal to 1. And when we apply a principle of duality, and in principle of duality we know that plus operator is replaced by dot, here this plus operator is replaced by dot, 1 is replaced by 0, and right hand side 1 is also replaced by 0. This says that x dot 0 is equal to 0. Or by applying a postulates of Boolean algebra, B proves the second part, means second part of theorem dominance law, and then after proving a second part of this, we apply a principle of duality to prove a third part, first portion of dominance law. Theorem third, absorption law. It says that what, that is x plus xy is equal to x. This is the first part of absorption law, x plus xy is equal to x. And second part of absorption law is what, x dot x plus y, that is also equal to x. When simply we apply a principle of duality in this expression, when we apply a principle of duality in this operation, principle of duality, in this we will get this expression. So once we prove this left hand side is equal to right hand side, then obtaining, means applying a principle of duality in this expression, we will get this expression, and this proves that this expression is also correct. But how we prove the first expression here, x plus, here we prove for absorption law. This is what? X plus xy is equal to x. Let us take its left hand side. What is left hand side? That is x plus xy. X plus xy, when we simply apply a distributive law here, this is written as what? We apply a distributive law, that is written as x plus x is taken as a common here, that is 1 plus y, and we already prove some theorems when we add 1 with any boolean variable, result is what? Result is 1. So what is y plus 1? If one of the input is 1, then result got a 1. This means this is written as what? X dot 1. That is what? X dot 1. And when we multiply any variable with x, some postulate says that this is equal to the same as variable. So this proves that left hand side, this is equal to what? Right hand side. So this proves the first part of absorption law. And when we apply a principle of duality in this law, in this part, we will prove for this part, second part. So this is the proofs about absorption law. Next is what? Next theorem is redundancy law. Means some of the variable which are present in the form of redundant variable and we omit that variable. There is no need of that variable. So redundancy law, there are two versions of redundancy law here. X plus x complement y, this is nothing but a complement, x complement y, that is same as x plus y. There is no meaning, means the x complement is same like as a redundant. How we prove this with the help of some postulate and previous discussed theorems of Boolean algebra. For proving this, simply here, what is x plus x complement y? Generally, when we take a left hand side of this, theorems of redundancy law, left hand side of this theorem, this is what? X plus x complement y. When we apply a distributive law here, this is written as what? We know that what is distributive law? X plus y is into z is written as per the distributive law. This is written as x plus yz, that is equal to distributive law plus over dot, that is x plus y into x plus z. X plus y into x plus z. This is also written as what? X plus x dash and x plus y. And by using some postulates or previous theorems, we know that what? X plus x dash is always 1. By using some postulates and dot, x plus y. Then when we multiply any variable with a 1, the result is same as variable. This is equal to what? X plus y. So from a left hand side, we start from a left hand side and we will prove the right hand side. This means this theorem is, this is the proof of this theorem. And when we apply a principle of duality in this, so after applying a principle of duality, what we? Principle of duality, we will obtain the expression what? As we know that in principle of duality, plus is replaced by dot and dot is replaced. Here these two variables are connected by a operator dot. If the operator is not mentioned here, this means simply the operator are connected by dot, like as here x, y, z. This means this is same as x dot y dot z. Here x, after applying this, plus is replaced by what? Dot. Then what here, that is x dash plus this dot is replaced by plus y is equal to what? Right hand side x dot y. Only the operator plus is replaced by operator dot and operator dot is replaced by plus. If there is any 0 present, then it is replaced by 1 and 1 is replaced by 0 and nothing is changed in the appearance of the variables. If the variables are appeared in unprimed form, then it is also after duality, it is also appeared in unprimed form. If the variable is appeared in an expression in complemented form, means primed form, then after finding a dual, it is also in the same form, means complemented or primed form. So this is the process. Here, suppose we prove this by using a postulates of Boolean algebra. So what is the left hand side of expression B? That is equal to x dot x complement plus y. And when we know that the distributive law of dot over plus, that is what x dot y plus z is written as what x dot y plus x dot z. So by using a same distributive law, we can say that this is written as what x dot x dash plus x into y. And we know that by using a x and x complement, which is equal to what? That is equal to 0. When x is multiplied by x, its complement, means if the value of x is 0, its complement is 1. If the value of x is 1, its complement got 0. That is, means this product is always 0. This is equal to what? 0 plus xy. And when this is the sum postulates, when b at 0 or b odd 0 with any variable, the result is same as a variable, that is equal to xy. So this is the proof of second part of redundancy law with the help of some postulates of Boolean algebra and some previously discussed theorems. Combining law, another, and also if when we simply apply a principle of duality in this part, we will obtain this part. And when we apply a principle of duality in this, we obtain this. The next theorem is theorem number 5, that is a combining law. Combining law says that xy plus xy dash is same as x. It is very easy to prove. And for obtaining the second part of this, we either apply a principle of duality in first part to prove a second part, or first we prove a second part with the help of postulates, and then we apply a principle of duality to prove a first part. Here, xy, let us take off portion A of this theorem. The xy, what is here? This xy plus xy dash, this is a left hand side, and prove its right hand side. Simply we take common, or we apply a distributive law here. This is x is taken as common, this is y plus y dash. And we know that what is y plus y dash? That is equal to y plus y dash, means when we add variable with its complement, the result is always 1. This is x dot 1, and when we multiply any variable with a 1, some postulate says that the result is equal to same as variable. This is x. This proves that this is a right hand side, and this proves that after this we can say that what xy plus xy dash, that is equal to x. And when we apply a principle of duality in this theorem, we will obtain a what here, this by default the operator dot is hidden between x and y, and x and y dash. This is what x plus y. This dot is replaced by plus, and this particular plus is replaced by dot, and again this dot is replaced by plus x plus y dash. That is, there is only single variable in a right hand side, that is same as a variable. So by principle of duality, what here, x plus y dot x plus y dash, that is also same as x. Similarly, involution law means double complement of any variable is same as a variable. Let's truth table, from a truth table it proves the involution law. Suppose this is a x, variable x. What are the possible values of x? The possible, since x is a Boolean variable, there are two possible values, 0 and 1. What is x complement? X complement, when the value of x is 0, what will be its complement or not of x? That is equal to 1, and when this is 1, that is equal to 0. And when we again take the complement of this particular column, means x double complement, 1 complement is equal to what? 0, and 0 complement, that is equal to 1. So this means this is same as x. These two column represents the same values. This proves the involution law. तो either be for proving a theorems, either we use a truth table, and when we use a truth table, the number of input combination depends on the number of input variable. If the number of input, just like as here in evolution law, only single variable is there, so what are the possible combination when we design its truth table? So that is truth table. If there are n number of variables are present in the form of input, what are the possible combination of input in the form of 0 and 1? So if there are n variables are there, 2 to the power n possible input combination, and then we find the value of output in each possible input combination, means in each of the input we will find a value of a output. So this is all over about involution law. Then the most important law is what? De Morgan's law. De Morgan's law generally used for complementation purpose, and according to the De Morgan's law, when we obtain the complement of OR operation, here this is what? Complement of OR operation x plus y dash, that is same as what? X dash dot y dash, means when the inside the bracket, if the variables are together, then after taking its complement, what? These plus means inside the bracket all the plus operator are replaced by dot, and each of the variable are in the form of primed form, means complemented form. So here x is replaced by what? X dot, x dash means x complement, y complement, and this plus is replaced by dot for taking a complement of x plus y whole complement. Similarly, x dot y whole complement, here what is this? This is what? This particular operator and complement of each of the variable. So what is x is appear in normal form, then we take its complement, x complement plus y complement. So these are the two De Morgan's law that are used basically for obtaining the complements of a expression or complements of a Boolean function. Here B portion is same as what? Xy dash is same as a x dash plus y dash. Here we not use a principle of duality for obtaining a second expression. If once this expression is proved, we not use the principle of duality in case of De Morgan's law to obtain a second expression. Here we prove it by a truth table. What is here? Suppose the two variables are taken as input, that are x and y, and if there are two variables are input, then what are the possible values of x, y, means possible input combination, that is 0 0 means both the values are 0, 0 1, 1 0, and last one is 1 1. What will be the x complement? X complement, and then we obtain the value of y complement. What is x complement? X complement, this is 0 0, this is 1 1 0 0. If the input is 0, the complement is 1. If the input is 1, the complement form is 0. So here the 0 0, the output is x complement is 1 1. Here x is 1 1 in this possible combination. Here the x complement is 0 0. What are y complement here? This is 1 0 1 0. Then we will find what is here? X plus y. This is nothing but a OR operation. What is x plus y here? X plus y 0 0, what? That is 0, means when any one of the input variable is 1, the result is 1. When all possible input combination, all possible input variables in that combination are 0 0, then only the result is 0. That is what? This is 1 1 1. What is x plus y complement? X plus y complement, we take a complement of this column, this is 0, this is 1, rest are 0 0 0. Then we will find what? X dash y dash. Here we obtain a x dash, means a x complement y complement, and then we find the x dash a complement dot y complement. What is x dash? 1 into 1, that is 1, 1 into 0 0, 0 into 1 0, 0 into 0 0. Here we see that these two columns means x plus y dash and x dash y dash, these two columns have a same value. This proves that this expression is same as, means x plus y dash is same as x dash dot y dash. Similarly, x y dash, we also prove it through a truth table, that is same as x dash plus y dash. And in generalized form, De Morgan's law says that if we take a complement of n Boolean variables which are r together, like as x1 plus x2 plus dot 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 up to xn complement, this is same as x1 complement dot x2 complement and up to dot xn complement. And second part of generalization of this is what, when x1 x2 up to xn whole complement, that is same as this. And we also prove it by using a truth table. Thank you. In the next class we will discuss about the associativity and precedence of Boolean operators, and then we discuss about what are the different logic gates, and then we discuss about a Boolean function and Boolean expression. Thank you very much.